All right, project today, we're going to install this happy little thing. They come with the key entry part of it and without, and they come with either just a rubber cover with buttons or this one, which is a touchscreen version. So I went for this one. This one doesn't talk to the internet, so I can't, have my smartphone telling me whether or not my door is locked, but it will lock the house on a timer or lock itself after it's been open for 30 seconds, let's say, or 30 minutes maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I have to read the manual for that part. So step one is to get the old one off. I gotta be careful the other side of this doesn't fall off. There we go. Now this is the old lock what I took out of the door, and you're supposed to be able to change the cylinders in these things as well. So I've taken out one little screw which allows me to take out this, the key portion of it, right? But this is not exactly the same as this. This has extra housing around it. Some of this housing is built into here, and what they say is you take the rubber off, there's a spring, and then this entire thing comes out. Well, I don't want this entire thing coming out because that's going to screw up the way it looks. Plus, I don't intend on carrying around the key that opens this because it's inside my garage, and I'm going to be using the touchscreen, obviously. So I'm just going to use this as it is, and this can just go in a drawer. Another feature this thing comes with is a tapered bolt. So you can see that it's narrower here, which allows this thing to drive the bolt in while it's, if the door has to be slightly tightened. That's of course going to wear out your batteries faster. Now in my case that isn't really necessary because this bolt turns in and out just fine without me having to push on the door or pull on it. However, this is flat, and the original one is kind of a round. It's a square on one side, rounded on the other. So they really do mate with the existing parts. And since otherwise the dimensions are all the same, I'm just going to go ahead and swap this out anyway. There. Alright, next up is actually mounting the touch plate itself. So this goes on the outside, wire through underneath, and you have to make sure that the lock mechanism, this guy here, is in the middle and that it's capable of operating the lock. So if all that works and moves nice and tidy and neat, you're good. And this plate just holds it on from the inside. Uh-oh. There we go. It's a little metal tab and tab and a slot I didn't have lined up. Helps if you're crouching down for these tasks. All right, now this control plate goes on. Which way does this go? Like that. Little plastic tabs that stop you putting it in backwards. Snap. So that's in. Now you just got to make sure you line up that with the control. And then when she's all lined up, need 3 hands for this. before you put the batteries in, test it. See? Got the keys handy. There we are. Good. And same deal. Nice